fear has always been an effective political tool, especially in times when people are anxious and uncertain about their futures, and this is the time that we live in. Polarizing and populist leaders will try to validate that anxiety about a world that is changing at a dizzying pace by pointing at easy targets. The enemy is always over there. It's the refugee, it's the migrant, it's the Muslim, it's globalization. People are inherently good. It's just that we never make good decisions when we're fearful. And when you're scared, the suspicion starts to get the upper hand over sympathy. It is frighteningly simple for the human mind to tune off the suffering of others, particularly when they do not seem to be like us, or when they have names that we find difficult to pronounce. Studies have shown that we are instinctively more attuned to the pain of those who are like us. The suffering of people who seem different don't elicit the same emotional or mental reaction. And that kind of choosy compassion, that selective kind of empathy, has real tragic geopolitical consequences, because it's a blind spot in our humanity. It determines where we look and what we see. So, for example, if you were following the news as the Ukraine war was unfolding, you'd be forgiven to assume that it's been decades since our world has witnessed such conflict, but it hasn't. Depending on what definition you use, today there are about 30 countries currently at war in our world. How many of these conflicts make it to the headlines or stay there for more than a day? How many of those civilian populations are getting the support they need? It's all too easy to look away, but that would be a grave mistake, because injustice somewhere has a way of diminishing us all everywhere.